Tonight on The Tool Show, we have new tool announcements from Milwaukee, Ridgid, Ryobi, Klein, Stiletto, and Greenworks.
We've got a billion sustainers, DeWalt's first belt sanders, a new secret Makita battery, track saws, toolboxes, dust extractors, fake batteries, a Milwaukee garage, an advent calendar, and a pair of new flex angle drills.
Plus a new platinum tool deal from Ohio Power Tool. All that and more coming up right now on The Tool Show.
Welcome back, Tool fans. I'm Sarah, this is Rob, and we have a bunch of new tools to get to, and we're going to start it with Ridgid, who just announced this beauty right here. Now, for some reason, Ridgid thought that we would like to see the new barrel grip jigsaw in person. I wonder why.
Gimme.
Yeah, that makes sense. That is the new all-new Ridgid 18-volt subcompact brushless barrel grip jigsaw. It's 20% more compact and 15% lighter than their standard model, but still pumps out 3,200 SPM. It's got a 7-mode speed selector, includes a load-sensing auto mode, and has a max bevel of 45 degrees. There is an LED light so you can keep cutting on track, and the vac attachment accommodates either 1 1/4 or 1 7/8 inch hoses. With Ridgid's 4-amp-hour max output battery, you can expect to cut up to 150 linear feet, but of course, the highlight is the brilliant ergonomic design that delivers superior maneuverability as a barrel grip tends to do. This one is obviously Rob's. I mean, look at it. But you can get your own this month at Home Depot for only $179 bare.
No, I have more Ridgid news, so it's okay that I hang on to this while I cover it, right?
Yep, you do you.
Ridgid also surprised us with a huge one more thing. That lunchbox is the new Ridgid 18-volt, 12-amp-hour max output EXP lithium-ion battery. And they say it's the most powerful Ridgid battery to date, and I can see why. It's loaded with 21700 cells, and Ridgid claims it will deliver up to 3 times more power in demanding applications. It has something they call ThermoGuard, which combines upgraded heat sinks with advanced intelligent electronics to keep the battery running cooler, preventing overloading, and protect individual cell performance. It also has laser welded cell straps for better durability. It seems like battery tech has been making all of our old tools better and the new tools great. I can't wait to see this one get properly tested. You can pick one up now for $249.
Man, batteries are expensive.
Yes, they are.
Stiletto had a few new announcements this week, and not a single one of them was a $200 hammer. But one was a $100 7-inch carpenter square with a level. So you know, you can skip the level and get one for only $84.99, and they revealed a new 4.5-inch trim square for $74.99. The carpenter squares both feature additional notches that aid in stud layout, ripping boards, and marking rafter pitches. The bomber cutout allows the repeatable stud measurements of 1.5 inches, 3 inches, and 4.5 inches, as well as LVL measurements of 1 3/4 inches and 3.5 inches. And of course, they're both fully machined and engineered with the most durable coating, featuring an anti-glare hard coat anodized finish. The little trim square has scribe holes for laying out common angles, ripping boards, and setting saw blade height. The 1/4 inch and 3/16 inch reveal gauges aid in trim layout on door and window casings, while the bottom heel ruler provides easily identifiable height measurements for setting saw blades and drill bits. It's pretty durable too. All 3 launch in October.
And you thought batteries were expensive.
I did!
Ryobi is getting ready for winter, but wants to do so as quietly as possible. Enter the all-new Ryobi 40-volt HP brushless Whisper Series 22-inch 2-stage snowblower. This subtle beast matches the power of a 243cc gas snowblower, clearing up to 20 car spaces in a single charge of the 2 40-volt 8-amp-hour batteries included in the kit. And the second stage will launch the snow up to 45 feet away through the 180-degree directional chute. It clears up to 22-inch wide and 18-inch deep snow in a single pass. It also has a variable speed self-propelled drive system and a high-intensity LED light so you can blow your snow after a late-night show. And best of all, it's part of the Whisper series, so you're less likely to interrupt sugar plums. The new Ryobi 40-volt HP brushless Whisper Series 22-inch 2-stage Turbo Championship Edition Platinum Series R-Class VTEC snowblower will be available this month for $1,299 in a kit.
Why would it interrupt sugar plums?
While they're dancing in your heads?
Oh, it's way too early for Christmas jokes.
It's a snowblower.
It's way too early for that too. Ryobi also announced a bunch of new hand tools and accessories this week, including these new Ryobi Link medium toolbox dividers for $12.97, this 2-amp vehicle battery charger and maintainer, perfect for my motorcycle, hint hint, for $39.97, a new 5-inch diamond cut tile blade for $19.97, a 25-foot compact tape measure for $12.97, some non-stick precision scissors for $9.97, a hobby hook and pick set for $10.97, a 2-piece precision anti-static tweezer set for $9.97, a squeegee for $3.47, and a bunch of lawnmower covers for their 13 to 21-inch walk-behind mowers, and even a few for their zero-turn and riding lawnmowers as well. Many, many ways to empty your wallet at Home Depot. Have fun.
I gave you that segment.
Yeah, you did.
Klein announced a new 6-piece 2-in-1 slotted impact socket set with the most common impact socket sizes in one convenient case, making it ideal for utility, electrical, and construction work. 2 of the sockets feature an alignment slot to tighten and loosen most pull hardware. They're all color-coded to quickly identify slots and sizes. The sockets have a high-torque 12-point design, making it easier to position on fasteners, and the cross-hole design helps maintain socket connection to an adapter or impact wrench. Now, the new kit's available now for around $225.
And finally, Milwaukee has a few new things this week as well. First up is the new electrician's tape measure. It was designed with electricians in mind, featuring an enhanced top and side hook, a conduit bending table, and a 3-phase layout table. Wear an impact-resistant nylon blade protection and an additional anti-tear coating on the first 6 inches of the blade to reduce tape tear. The new 15-foot electrician's tape measure will be available in October for $24.97. Milwaukee also announced a new duct knife designed for duct board installation and flex duct. It also is engineered to stay sharper 5 times longer, and it's equipped with a durable sheath and belt clip for easy storage. The knife is available this month for $20.97.
But that's really not all. Milwaukee also finally revealed price and availability for their new half-inch high-torque impact wrenches and the half-inch controlled mid-torque impact wrenches, all revealed at Pipeline last month. The new high-torques include the 2967 M18 Fuel half-inch high-torque wrench with friction ring, boasting up to 1,600 foot-pounds of nut bust and torque with a new forged battery on it. Will be available in October for $299 bare or $499 in a kit with 2 XC 5.0 batteries. The new 2966 M18 Fuel half-inch high-torque impact wrench with pin detent clocks in at up to 1,100 foot-pounds of nut-busting torque, has a higher 2,700 IPM, and will ring up at the same $299 and $499 price points, but you'll have to wait until December to get one of those. They also revealed pricing and availability for those awesome M18 Fuel half-inch controlled torque impact wrenches that Milwaukee built specifically for the solar industry and utility-scale solar projects that need specific torque settings and detailed reporting. The compact version provides an operating torque range of 50 to 150 foot-pounds, and the mid-torque delivers a range of 50 to 250 foot-pounds. There's a lot more to these unique tools, and you can see more in our Pipeline coverage. But today, we can tell you that the compact versions will be available in October, starting with the 3060 M18 Fuel 3/8-inch controlled torque compact impact wrench with torque sense and a friction ring, which will sell for $12.99 bare. The 3061 M18 Fuel half-inch controlled torque compact impact wrench with torque sense, with either a friction ring or pin detent, will come in at $12.99 as well. But you won't be able to purchase one until December.
Milwaukee's final announcement was about the all-new M18 rotary lasers that we saw at Pipeline. The 3701 M18 Red exterior rotary laser kit with a 2,000-foot working range will be available in November for $11.99 in a kit or $13.99 with a tripod. The 3702 M18 Green interior rotary laser kit with a 1,000-foot range will be available in December for $19.99. And the 3704 M18 Red dual slope rotary laser kit with a 4,000-foot range will be here in March of 24 and cost $19.99 or $21.99 with a tripod.
Now that's a lot of tool news, and no, we're not done yet. We have one more announcement from Greenworks, and it's the craziest bit of news we got this week. Greenworks, the company better known for their 60-volt outdoor power equipment, suddenly announced a huge jump into the deep end of battery-powered transportation. And when I say huge, we're talking about a scooter, a mini bike, 3 different e-bikes, a go-kart, and a freaking UTV. And if this seems a bit out of character for them, you're not crazy. The president of Greenworks was quoted saying, "Our e-transportation product line is an exciting evolution for Greenworks. We've taken our best-in-class battery technology and created a line of sustainable adventure products the whole family can enjoy together. We want to encourage customers to go green, get active, and feel good doing it." So it sounds like this isn't some pet project, but a calculated move into a totally new, if not adjacent, vertical. We just saw the new Ego mini bike announced a few weeks ago, and we didn't have a single comment blasting it. Everyone seemed happy about an established OPE company using their huge batteries to have a bit of fun. So maybe Greenworks is onto something. They said the go-kart and mini bike are available now at select Tractor Supply stores, but they didn't have either of them at ours. The rest of the fleet will be offered online in early 2024. I freaking love this move. Sarah and I have been testing e-bikes for the last few weeks for Tool List, and I can't believe how much fun it is ripping through our woods on those things, and the thought of doing it with tool batteries we already have laying around is really appealing. But are we alone? Do you guys like this stuff? Do you wish Ego would add to their lineup, or think Milwaukee should bring out a racing cart? The only answer to that question is yes. Let me know what you think in the comments.
All right, guys, it's time for a little bit of tool show and tell. This week we're showing off the new right angle drills from Flex. Rob has the FX 1671 compact, while I've got the FX 1681 2-gear 1/2-inch right angle drill. And right off the bat, you can easily tell that the compact version is, well, it's compact, while this one is a full-sized beast. The 1681 is designed to punch through stud after stud with 2,400 inch-pounds of torque, perfect for roughing and pipe for plumbing. The turbo button gives you up to 1,650 RPM in Gear 2. The magnesium gearbox is lightweight but durable, and the anti-kickback technology keeps you safe in a binding situation.
Now, the compact model was designed for electricians who need to run a lot of conduit. Now, it's obviously smaller, and it dropped a gear, but it still clocks in at 1,680 inch-pounds at 1,650 RPM when that turbo button is pressed. They both have rafter hooks and ergonomic handles, and these third-wave Flex tools are finally on the shelves.
Rob's Flex FX 1671 1/2-inch compact right angle drill is available now for $299 bare, while my FX 1681 2-gear 1/2-inch right angle drill can be picked up for $429.
Now, there were an absolute stump ton of cool tool videos this week, and we're going to share a bunch of our favorites, starting with Tools and Stuff, who dropped a not insignificant bombshell on us this week. That is the all-new high-output battery from Makita. You didn't hear that wrong. That's a genuine XGT high-output 40-volt battery, and perhaps the most exciting part, no one's quite sure what's in it. Tools does open it up partway and confirms that it has cylindrical cells, so it's not pouch tech. But the commenters are thinking it may be tabless cells like those Tesla announced in 2020 and Milwaukee teased us with just a month ago at Pipeline. This could be very big news for Makita, so after you watch the video, be sure to spend the same amount of time in the comments. It's worth it.
Rob Robillard leaned his head back until his nose was just high enough in the air that he could stand testing a festival vac. Is it cool? Sure. Is it expensive? I mean, do I really need to answer that?
Todd over at Project Farm took on a very serious subject this week, thoroughly testing fake Milwaukee batteries. Here's a shocker: they don't perform, they underdeliver, and when they get pushed too hard, you'll never guess what they do.
At Pipeline this year, Rob and I got to meet Mr. Subaru himself, and he turned out to be a really nice guy. And this week he got his hands on the all-new Insider wrench from Milwaukee and reviews it from the perspective of a mechanic obsessed with boxer engines and symmetrical all-wheel drive.
Don't be fooled by the tools that she's got, she's just Jenny from the shop. And this week she reviewed the first ever cordless belt sander from some yellow-themed tool company. I didn't catch the name.
Matt from 731 Woodwork says that he found the best $7 that you'll ever spend on a woodworking tool. It's predictably tiny, but surprisingly useful.
Jake is back testing giant piles of toolbox systems, and I'm starting to think the guy has a problem. Do you even have enough tools for all those boxes? All right, to be fair, he probably does.
Tim Johnson has a new DeWalt 20-volt sealed head cordless ratchet to review, and as you'd expect, the comments are full of DeWalt fans praising the thing and Milwaukee fans telling them to watch Tim's Insider video from a few days prior. Go watch both of them.
The Honest Carpenter has a really great video out this week that helps tackle the common issue of deflecting blades in jigsaws. Although I think his particular problem was that he's using a Black & Decker with the craziest non-barrel grip handle I've ever seen.
If you're a festival fan at all, you know Sedge.
Sedge!
And you know that there's no one that knows sustainers better. So when he publishes his ultimate secret to using sustainers video, you should watch it. Summer
Ray Bills decided to buy a super cheap track saw to see if you could avoid the big brands but still get the job done. You actually might be surprised by the answer.
Millie Construction got their hands on this year's Wera Advent Calendar. It's September, guys. Please let me enjoy the little bit of fall that I have left, please.
And last of all, this is Ryan, and I don't want to be too presumptuous about a guy I've never met, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that he drops and shreds. At least that's what he's normally doing on his channel, Ryan Drops and Shreds. But a couple of weeks ago, he shared a garage shop tour, and will you look at that? I'd love to say that he has a problem, but that would make me a little bit of a kettle. Or a pot, I can't remember the phrase. Anyway, Ryan has an excellent woodworking setup, and it's all focused around his custom-built Milwaukee table saw workbench. And he gave Sarah and I credit for the inspiration, pointing to the version we created a few years back for Make or Break. The shop looks great, Ryan. Love the table, and you be safe out there the next time you drop and shred.
All right, it's time again for another Platinum Tool Deal from Ohio Power Tool. Every week, we share a code with you that gives the best tool deal of the week to the first 25 lucky people to use the code. But this week is special because it's going to work for 50 of you.
So, Ohio Power Tool is already running a 20% off select M18 kits when you add on $25 or more in qualifying hand tools and accessories. With our code, you'll get an additional $25 off that stacks on top of that deal when you enter TS62013. That essentially makes the add-on hand tool or accessory free, or at least a lot cheaper. To make sure you can take advantage of it, head over to ohiopowertool.com as quickly as you can. Good luck.
I want to thank Flex, Spyder, Blaklader, and Ohio Power Tool for continuing to support our show and our amazing community of tool fans that we make it for.
If you can, do something kind for someone else this weekend, and Sarah and I will see you next week.